Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Sakif Wala, and as a part of Rehan AI teacher training course, I'm back with another discussion with Chatgpt. Today the topic of discussion is how to build self-discipline and stay focused. So let's delve in. Hello Chatgpt.
Hmm. Walaikum assalam, Saqib Fayaz Earningwala. It's a pleasure to be back with another discussion in your Rehan AI teacher training series. How to build self discipline and stay focused is a powerful topic. So please go ahead with your first question.
My first question is what is self-discipline and why do some people confuse it with motivation?
Self discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's consistency, making choices aligned with your goals instead of your current mood. People confuse it with motivation because motivation feels exciting and energizing, like a spark. But motivation comes and goes. Discipline is what keeps you moving when that spark fizzles.
Okay, why do we often know what we should do but still struggle to take action?
Because knowing isn't the same as doing. There's a gap between intention and action, usually filled with discomfort, fear of failure, or plain old procrastination. The brain loves easy over hard, familiar over unfamiliar. That's why discipline is a practiced skill, not a piece of knowledge.
What are some of the biggest obstacles that prevent people from developing self-discipline in today's digital world?
Constant distractions, especially from phones and social media, are big ones. Also, instant gratification culture, where everything's on demand, makes waiting or working steadily feel boring. Add to that unclear goals and burnout from doing too much at once. When goals aren't specific and meaningful, it's hard to resist distractions or stay consistent.
From a perspective of someone who has repeatedly failed to build self-discipline, how can he just transform himself?
Checking. For someone who's struggled a lot, transformation doesn't happen overnight. Start small, shrink the task until it's almost laughably easy to begin. Build systems, not willpower. Make distractions harder and the desired behavior easier. Expect setbacks. Don't miss twice. And focus on identity. I'm becoming the kind of person who does this. That mindset makes discipline feel natural, not forced.
What is the role of habits in building long-term discipline, and how we can create habits that actually last?
Checking. Habits are the backbone of long term discipline. They make the behavior automatic, so you're not constantly relying on willpower. To make habits stick, start small, tie them to a routine, track your progress, and be patient. Consistency over perfection. Over time, those small actions compound, and that's when discipline feels natural instead of like a battle.
Great advice. Uh, can environment also influence our ability to stay focused, and what simple changes can we make to improve our concentration?
Checking. Absolutely. Your environment makes a big difference, way more than willpower alone. Simple changes help. Create a clean, dedicated workspace, silence non essential notifications, one task at a time, use time bound methods like Pomodoro, and surround yourself with people who value learning and growth. Small tweaks can yield big focus gains.
Just like you mentioned Pomodoro, are there any other scientific techniques that improve focus and avoid procrastination?
Checking. Yes. Time blocking, the 2-minute rule, implementation intentions, if then planning, and breaking big goals into small, doable steps. Science says structure beats motivation over the long run.
Can you suggest among all of these technique, one technique for a person who's a novice in this type of technique utilization?
Checking. If I had to pick one, start with time blocking. It's simple, practical, and effective. Decide exactly what you'll do and when, then stick to that block. Once that's comfortable, you can layer on other techniques.
Okay. Uh, you mentioned time blocking. So another element in this is the distractions from social media, notification, and endless entertainment. How can we train our mind to block these?
Checking. Good question. Try controlling the environment instead of your willpower. Turn off non essential notifications. Use apps that block distracting sites during work blocks and schedule social media time rather than allowing random scrolling. Remind yourself of your long term goal before each work session. Every time you choose your goal over distraction, you're basically exercising your self discipline muscle. And it does get stronger over time.
In this age of AI, are there any tools that people can use to become more disciplined and productive without it becoming another distraction?
Checking. Yes. If used intentionally, AI tools can help plan study schedules, summarize books, generate practice questions, and organize tasks. For example, ChatGPT for study plans or explanations, note apps like Notion AI, or calendar tools that enforce blocks. The trick is to limit your use. Set a purpose, do the task, then close it. AI should support your discipline, not replace it.
Uh, are there any core elements in discipline, especially what are the impact of consistency and persistence for achieving long-term self-discipline?
Checking. Consistency and persistence are crucial. Consistency builds habits through regular small actions, and persistence keeps you going through setbacks. Like watering a tree daily, even when growth isn't visible. That's how self discipline lasts.
When someone has to do so much, it's often that he sacrifices his sleep or his mental health. So, how can we ensure that our mental health and sleep is taken care of and still we are disciplined in our tasks?
Checking. That's an important point. Mental health and sleep are non negotiable foundations, not optional. Plan regular breaks, maintain sleep routines, exercise, connect with people you care about, and design work around energy, not just time. Discipline should support your well being, not replace it. Sustainable focus is balanced focus.
Uh, you discussed a sort of like a mindset shift. So, how can we do this mindset shift, or is it necessary if we want to become more disciplined?
Checking. I'd say yes, mindset shift is important. Shift from I have to I choose to. Shift from chasing perfection to embracing consistency. And shift from focusing on outcomes to focusing on identity. I'm the kind of person who shows up. That framing makes discipline more meaningful and way easier to sustain.
Uh, in the perspective of students, how can they stay focused on long-term goals while managing daily responsibilities and unexpected challenges?
Checking. For students, tie daily tasks to the bigger purpose. Break long term goals into weekly and daily pieces. Adapt when life interrupts, but keep the next step ready. Review goals weekly and celebrate small milestones. Balance consistency with flexibility. That's how long term discipline coexists with everyday life.
Suggest a 90-day framework for daily discipline routine that you would recommend.
Checking. Here's a simple 90-day framework. Days 1 to 30 build the foundation. Pick 2 or 3 core habits, like a consistent wake up time and 20 minutes of focused work daily. Days 31 to 60 strengthen routine. Add more focus sessions, reduce distractions, weekly review of progress. Days 61 to 90 refine and make it lifestyle. Higher goals, mentorship, sustained tracking. Daily, 10 minutes planning, 1 or 2 focused blocks, a short walk, limited social media, and 10 minutes reflection at night. Stick with that, and discipline becomes a way of living, not a short challenge.
Lastly, if you would like to give one piece of advice in building lifelong self-discipline and staying focused, what would it be, and how can someone start applying it today?
Checking. Focus on showing up daily, not being perfect. Start today with one small habit that takes 10 or 15 minutes. Repeat it tomorrow and the next day. Consistency beats intensity. Do that and let time do the heavy lifting.
Thank you, ChatGPT, for today's session.
You're welcome, Sakib Fayaz Erningwala.
Viewers, that was all from today's session. Hopefully, you will be building on your self-discipline routine and will stay focused in your daily life. Until then, see you soon with another session. Stay tuned. Allah Hafiz.